The second of the scientific and engineering practices required by Dimension 1 of the NGSS is using models. And in science, we use models to explain phenomena, and in engineering, we use them to analyze systems. The collaborative environment of CSCS provides numerous opportunities to use models. In this activity here on the periodic table, students are asked to find missing elements. And so they're given a collaborative presentation. This is like a PowerPoint presentation, if you will. And the initial card looks like this, and there's a few colors missing. They're asked to come up with a model that could try to determine what the missing parts were. And so as you look through this, you're going to see that different stages of development. Right here, this group is trying to develop things according to color and hue, and this group here is doing the same thing, but is different stage of development. This group here is a little bit more advanced, and they've found an arrangement of things here, but obviously there's some inconsistencies in theirs as well. And the idea is each one is coming up with their own way to arrange those miscellaneous color chips and hopefully come up with a table where they're going to find three missing blocks, which would be the missing elements in the periodic table. So here they're using a collaborative presentation. Each one's taking a different tab and simply rearranging those blocks to come up with a model for how atoms might be arranged and how to determine the missing elements. Of the use of CSCS to help students use models and understand the value of them comes from this activity here, where students are asked to build models of isotopes, atoms, and ions by manipulating preset pages in a collaborative presentation. So initially they're all given a sheet like this with a whole bunch of protons, neutrons, and electrons color-coded for them. And then they're asked to come up with various different isotopes, atoms, and ions. And so you can see here, this is one group here that's doing P31, here's doing P30, and he's P30, that -3 ion. And if we look at another one right here, here's what they're in the process of coming up with when they come up with sodium and then the sodium cation. And another group over here in the process again of the phosphorus. And here's a group that's working on aluminum and aluminum cation and aluminum isotopes. And so they're given these particular targets, and they're asked to rearrange the protons and neutrons within the nucleus and the electrons, the green dots around the outside, to come up with a model to describe an atom, an isotope, or an ion. So again, this is another example of how to use CSCS in a collaborative environment in which the teacher can analyze everybody's progress in real time simply by clicking on the appropriate page within the collaborative presentation.